Right, hopefully that's done. So I hope we've actually got sound today, although I am noticing the chat isn't working. Hang on. No, it wants to load. Come on. Right, I've got the stream up on my tablet now because the chat is not coming through on the phone. Can you all hear me? Move that a little bit closer so I can see what the delay is. Ah, that's right, as long as you can hear us there. I've managed to get the phone to work with Restream, so we should be going to broadcasting live in South Korea. But now the chat client isn't working on it, so the only way I can see what anyone's wrote is just on the tablet. Speckled, hang on. I have to be careful for the signal. Speckled is having a bath. Yes, we're spying on you. Having herself a little dust bath and a nap. So someone's out with their plate today. Is the I hope it's all coming through nice and smooth anyway. We're having a little shake, Speedy. Yep, she's just been relaxing, lazing around there, hasn't she? Of course, now we've got the camera on, and Watcher's going to go and hide somewhere where the signal doesn't go properly. That's the thing with this other app that I'm using, so that I can reach Restream. It seems to have like a very, very bad netcode, and it's just it's taken up like every single possible bit of the bandwidth to try and get its data up to the access point at the window. Just thinking of that plane that's coming over the top. Well, maybe see what the weather's like tomorrow, and we'll do like a 10-minute stream. I want to see if I can stream the drone live, but it'll only be around, within about 20 meters of the garden. Of course, if the weather's not rubbish, but it'll just be like it'll be like a 10-minute experimental one. I'm just noticing on the corner of the stream there that because I don't pay for the app, it keeps on putting the Streamlabs stamp in the bottom of the stream. That doesn't happen on normal streams though, does it? Oh yeah, it's well, I'm sitting under the tree at the minute because it's phenomenally hot in the sun. I've got the still got like the sun shield on me phone. I think I've managed to suss out a way of tying the phone cover so that it doesn't keep dropping down using an elaborate cable tie setup. Oh, you're right down there, Gravy. It's a little cooler because I would love it. It was a little bit cooler here. That's it. It's really, really hot in the sun. But you can see if I pan around, we've sort of done a little bit of garden work. It's no longer. Well, we use the strimmer on all of it, so the girls have been enjoying pecking through all the bugs that have been popped out. Well, I thought after you said yesterday that because you hadn't said that you hadn't seen them, I thought I would do another one of these today if the weather was all right. I would have started a bit sooner, but I was a bit busy upstairs. Oh, another thing as well this morning, I finally got that Fall Guys. Their servers must be back online, so I had a little play on that for about an hour this morning. It's quite good fun. There is a couple of levels that are a couple of the arenas that are like ridiculously difficult. But we'll have a mess around on that tomorrow. Yeah, it is just like a daft one. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys had it. Just what you were saying yesterday, Chrissy, that you said if I got it working, you said you were going to join in. So I wasn't sure if you guys already had it. Unfortunately, I can't put the 8 in the middle of the screen on mobile phone streams. I think I could possibly rig it, but I'd need 2 mobile phones. Oh, hang on, what have we got there? Give the girls a treat and get speckled that ball. Right, hang on a second, because I'll have to go and get the worm bucket, and I'll fill the ball, and then I'll come back after I've given them that. I'll come back and give them some watermelon because they haven't had that watermelon today. For some fruit. Come on. Is that going to be in there? I'll shift that in the shade in a minute. You coming out, Gravy? Are you happy in the shade? You coming? Steady, Gravy. Just jiggle that down a smidge. I'm going to bring the fruit down a little bit so it doesn't get... I'll just move the camera back further under the bush. Come on, Speckled. Need a hand, Gravy? It's okay. I've got you. You're not going to fall. Oh, that's sweet. There you go. Right, so I'll get the sticky off my fingers. Right. Hopefully this chat doesn't crash. Oh, it's alright, Speckled, it's just the birds. Don't be frightened. It's just the birds taking off. Right, that's what we've got there then. Yep, Casserole went indoors there. She went to go and sit in the... I know, girls, you don't like the girls, do you? And Gravy's going back for a nap, I think, because they've all gotten a fright off those big birds. It's alright, Casserole, don't cry. They're not going to get you. You want to come and finish your fruit? It's okay, Speckled. Come on. They're noisy, them birds, aren't they? He's coming back out. I can hear you chirping there, Speckles. You coming? Don't know if the microphone's picking up the little noises they're making. The little chirps under the bushes. Move that forward a smidge. Are you not coming back out, Gravy? Not the birds have upset them. I don't want to get their attention. coming out, Gravy? That was a deep purr. Come on. Are those happy birds, Gravy? Playing on the grass in the sun. Come and finish your fruit, sweetie. Come on, Royalty and Chrissy ordered a special for you. She's quite happy in the shade there, isn't she? You a happy chick there? Oh, hang on. With this app I can change cameras, can't I? Oh, I forgot about that. There we go. There she goes. You're some size, you know, speckled. You not playing with your ball today? The birds put you off? Here she goes. And plonk. Oh, is Gravy coming? Gravy spotted the worms I dropped on the ground before. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, big softy, Gravy. You like those worms? Do you want to come finish your fruit? Just looking on the chat thing here, it looks like quite a low frame rate, but you can still see them. Well, there you go. Speckle's got her wing out and her eyes shut. Are you going to try the ball, Gravy? I think casserole's somewhere in the back there. Oh, they look like, the very first time I saw them doing that, I thought they looked like roadkill. But they get themselves all comfy with their wings out and their legs stretched. Oh, we're going for the fruit, Gravy. Yeah. Are you going to show them you're tearing it to pieces? Oh, there's all sorts of sounds I can hear. There's like somewhere there's like an industrial revolution going on. Somebody's got like the mower sounds in the background. Three little troublemakers. There we go, casserole's plonked herself. Now is Gravy just going to sit on top of Speckled? They're all sitting nicely in frame there though. Evening focus. Bit early for you getting out of bed, isn't it? It's only 1:30. Steady, girls. Oh, what's that? What's the cheating way? Oh, 2 seconds, I'll go get some more worms for them. Go. Come on. Hope this is in frame. There's some worms from focus for you. Go. Oh. Just move the camera back a smidge. Oh. You find all the loose bits, eh, sweetie? I know. I'll get her a. Ooh, careful, Gravy. I'll get her a little treat on her own later on. Everyone going back under the tree? There she goes. Trying to choose which way she wants to lie. See, Casserole gets extra treats at night though, because she doesn't go to bed with the other two. She sits and watches the telly in the living room. So she gets a few extra treats while she's sat on my knee. Let's see if I can lower this a couple of inches, maybe. That's as low as it'll go. Jiggle it up a smidge. There we go. I think the girls are just going to have a lazy afternoon, aren't they? Gravy's away. I think Castle's gone around the back. I can just sort of make out her shadows. She's having a little dig. Not want to finish your fruit, girls? Must be too hot for all the treats today. Shame I can't get a cleaner signal, because I'm just looking at the signal strength, and the frames seem to be jumping up and down, as well as the bit rate. That's up and down like a yo-yo. Let's move the camera around a bit and see what Gravy's up to. You having a nap there, Gravy? Don't know if I'll be able to keep the camera right here though, because it's back in the sunlight and it's boiling. Was that a little purr, Gravy? Is there a way to reorientate? Oh, hang on, if I hold that, if I turn that, and then turn that, yeah, that puts the camera back in the shade. And I can just use the stream to see, my tablet to see where the camera's actually aiming. You're playing proper camera shy today, aren't you, Gravy? We can see you. Let's see where Casserole's gone to. Oh, there she is. A little troublemaker. I think it was someone just dropping a bolt. I think that's what that noise was. Casserole's finding a spot to have a little nap. See if we can find where Speckle's having a nap. I need to get the lower part of these bushes cut away as well at some point in the next few days. Right, let's just rotate that there so I can see the frame again. I want some fruit, sweetie. It's alright, Casserole, it's just the birds. They kind of get you. It's a little sort of like panicky signal to each other. Somebody spots something that's worried the others. She's not even interested in that ball today. What's this, sweetie? Come on. I think it's too hot for them. They just want to laze around in the sun. You're not talking to us, Speckled. I can see you watching us. That a baldy patch on your butt? So have you guys been up to anything fun today? I said today I've just, well, done a little bit of work and then done a little bit on that new game since it was working. Although it only worked half a day, and then I tried to go back into a match, tried rebooting the game, but it was still wasn't working. But I got a good few games out of it though. We've just been lazing around playing with the dogs. Have you gone to the bakery? Was it the dogs taking you to the bakery for lunch? That's the question. Oh, the poor dog will be disappointed and missed the trip to the bakery. Are you right in there, Speckles? I hate it when Gravy sleeps like that. I don't know if you can make it out, but yeah, we're talking about you, Gravy. But just puts her head like face down. For being a good boy, how did he manage that? It must be a case of mistaken identity, surely. Tea may have been used as bribery. So not the fish this time, but the tea. So I could do it right now as a cup of tea. Bit of a hike. By the time I get down there, the milk will turn to cheese. I want to go out and play, Speckled. I want to finish your fruit. You're doing your feathers. There's a good girl. Oh, you can never guarantee that, Roti. You know what biscuits are like? As soon as on contact with air, they just evaporate. Once you break that seal. I can see you watching, Speckled. You coming out? You coming to sunbathe? Oh, there's a little purr off Gravy there. What you found? There's loads of worms over here. I just think I'll have to check later on to see how many views this gets on the other platform. Because we've not been doing too badly. You coming out, Speckles? You're a beautiful girl. Come on, little one. Where you going? Choosing a new spot to lie down? Who's a good girl? Don't know if it's picking up on the stream, but when the light hits our feathers in certain spots, there's like greens and purples and blues reflecting off our feathers. Is there actually a follower on there? Because there was someone followed the other day, said hello, and then unfollowed. Because of course, if anyone is watching over there, the chat doesn't come through at all for us. So you'll all have to hop over to Twitch. And as for the other one, I've got no idea. I've never even checked the statistics on the other ones. Someone called the Cat House, or the one I saw the other day that followed, said hello, then left, was Gandalf. I'm quite curious about the South Korean one, because it just amuses me that there's actually been people watching over there. Same again. I don't get I don't get a chat coming through from that one either, so anyone that's over there will have to hop over to Twitch as well. Oh, you're finally going to read Lord of the Rings. Are you going to read the Hobbit first, though? And then, at the very least, I would probably recommend maybe skimming over, if you don't read it all, the appendices first. If you want to be like a total like weirdo like me. Oh, there she goes. Chunky chick sunbathing. Is that nice and warm? Bit of sun on your wings. Yeah, you're having a nap. Oh, you've never seen the films or or read the books? Well, definitely read The Hobbit first. It's not very long. It's only it's about 300-ish pages. I fly through that. But yeah, if you read that one first and then read the Lord of the Rings itself. Lord of the Rings, well, they say 3 books. There's actually 6 because each book consists of 2 books. You comfy there, Speckles? If you've got a Kindle, I can always forward them to you. You comfy there, sweetie? You might be able to. I've never tried like the mobile phone Kindle app before, but although don't you guys have an Android phone or tablet? Because you can just transfer the files directly into there. Then the Kindle app would read them. I'm thinking of iPhone because it's a nightmare to get things onto the iPhone. But if you've got an Android one, you'd be able to just hook it up to your computer and transfer it straight across. Look at that wing. Yep, we're talking about you, Speckles. Mm-hmm. It's all right, Speckle. You go back to your nap, sweetie. She's a beautiful girl. Doesn't that make you jump as well, Brody? Just making sure you're all still awake. She's a happy little speckled there. She's resting her head on a tuft of grass, getting some sun on her wings. Gravy's having a nap over there. You right, Speckled? My Twitch app on my tablet seems to be lagging out. And it's gone. I have no access to the chat until I can reboot this. Coming up, keyboard error. I'm not using the keyboard. The Bluetooth one in my pocket's turned off and it's not even paired to this device. So my theory was I'd be able to type onto the chat on the phone if I needed. But the phone is not recognising the chat at all. Slowly launches back up. It's the thing, I mean, this little tablet, as I've said before, was only, what, like 25 quid or something like that. The case was half the value of the tablet. But it serves its purpose. You can see there, I don't know if I can angle that right. You can just make out the shielding there for the to keep the sun off it. It's still loading up. Right, now how do you get back to the stream on here? Because you've got to like press about 25 different buttons to get there. Right, so you click on the little red dot. And that brings you to the other menu. And you press that one. Which brings me back to my channel. And then apparently we're having a casual playthrough. It's what we're down as. And there we go. I think I've got the chat back. Let's just test it. Yep, that responded, so I can now see the chat again. Yep, it's Chicken Simulator 2020. That's what we're going to call the next chicken stream. Yeah, they really use some high-end texture pack, don't they? No sort of like frame tearing or anything like that. The anti-aliasing thing's amazing. That reminds me of a bit that we're going to be encountering well, it'll be a little while when we get on to Simon the Sorcerer 2. There's a bit that I remember when I was in school that was what was hilarious. There's a bit where you're on the pirate ship and you've got to replace the navigation system. The navigation system being a parrot that talks and sits on the I can't remember what you call it, next to the wheel. And you replace the parrot, and when the bosun asks you if what you're doing that for, you call it a Pentium parrot. It's something like the latest. I can't remember the lines. Like it was like cracker processor and all that sort of stuff. I can't remember exactly what it was. But we've got that to look forward to when we get on to Simon 2. We should finish Simon 1. Actually, no, we will finish regardless. We're going to finish Simon 1 on Monday. Actually, so on Monday, right, we now have the broom so that we can fly across to get to the castle where the ground fell down. We can go into the castle. There's the bit after, remember we got that potion with the Alice in Wonderland reference on it. So that that was the drink me. So oops, bloody fly. So we'll drink that, and it shrinks us down so we can get inside. Inside there is a little box on legs, if I remember right. Maybe that's like a call to the luggage on Discworld. And that chases you, and you wind up in the back garden. There's a little few puzzles to solve there, to get some like water to get past, and there's the bit with the frog. And then you get turned big. You then go back into the castle, and somewhere down in the dungeon there's some tools that you need. And then you go up to the Sworded's bedroom, and there's a mirror that you can talk to. You go up to the top, and there's the demons. And for the spell to work, you have to get the demons' real names. So we get those. The names are quite amusing, but no spoilers for that. Then you get rid of them. You go to the teleporter, and then you face off against Sworded. But I love that game. That would have been the very first point-and-click adventure I ever played, but it was the third one that I ever owned. Well, the third CD-ROM game I ever owned. Because the very first point-and-click adventure I had was the Chaos Continuum. That was when we got our very first CD-ROM. But I had played it at a school friend's house. I played like Simon the Sorcerer at his. And of course, when Simon 2 came out, different voice actor, but the storyline is still brilliant. Much longer game. So much more things to do. Can't remember the name of the town. Yeah, we'll find out in a few weeks. Well, be a bit longer than that, because once we finish Simon, we're going to do Broken Sword 2. Complete that one. And then we'll do Simon 2. And then we'll do Broken Sword 3. And then when we get to that point, we'll decide whether or not we want to go straight on to Broken Sword 4s and 5, or if we want to break it up with a different point-and-click adventure game like Sam & Max or something. The original Sam & Max, I'm not confident I ever finished it. So that could be fun to do. Yeah, the point-and-click adventures are some of my favourites. They don't make games like that anymore. And someday we might get to play the legendary Mass Effect. Once I dig out the disc, it'll take us a few days to do the prep. Because I'll have to go onto the 360, figure out which save is which, because I haven't played it since 2010. The first one anyway. So I have to figure out which one's the save, so that I can transfer it to the Xbox One. Once I've transferred the save to the Xbox One, I don't need the disc anymore, because it's on Game Pass. But I just need it to get the save data off the 360. Because if I remember rightly, there's about 280 save files I've got on there, which is why I can't just dump the whole lot across. But that will become our Friday nights for probably a year. Because I'm not just playing to win or to complete the game. I'm wanting to do the entire story. So there's certain things that you may find it boring, but with these sorts of RPGs, you've got to do the rounds. So whenever you come back from a mission or come back from a planet, do a few things. You're then going to go around your ship and talk to all your crew members, because it opens up new dialogue options, which then in turn unlock more missions and more tools and things like that. Although we will be transferring my maxed out character from the 360. Because hundreds and hundreds of hours went into that character, so we're not starting from scratch there, because it's the story that I'm wanting to put out, not the grind. I wonder if it's been enhanced at all on the Xbox One, if they've put some better texture packs on it or something. We'll find out someday. You got a scratch there, Speckled? She's a funny little bugger, isn't she? As well, thinking to the other series as well, we have Plum Hunter, of course, on the Wednesdays. And I've been trying to remind myself what happens in Halo 2 and 3, because I can't remember which one has which story in it, because it's been so long since I played them. I have to go and see how many missions there are as well. So the thing I was going to do, I was going to go back and rename all of the titles on YouTube for those ones, and actually put the mission numbers on them. That's what I did with the Plum Hunters, because it's only one mission, so maybe do the same with Dead Space as well, so look a bit more organised. That's assuming that YouTube don't do away with the playlists, which is the going rumour at the moment. You know, they've already disabled half the functionality in them. You right there, Gravy? You on the move, Speckled? Want some fruit? Yeah, because it makes things. I mean, if you're like looking for like a particular like series, you know, like some Alien Isolation that we're going to be doing tonight, it keeps all of those episodes in one place. And the way it's supposed to work is, you know, like when you finish watching one, it's supposed to roll into the next one. But YouTube have decided that they know better on what's to deliver next. So they're using the mighty algorithm, so that you know, all the big corporate ones can all get their videos out, and the rest of us get shafted. Very good scratch there, Speckled. I can hear Gravy purring under the bush. We're on the move. Where's the lock? There's the lock. She's gone for a bit of shade there now. And little Gravy sitting on the grass at the back. Yep, and Speckles plugged herself down. She was a bit too hot in the sun, so she's going to sit in the shade under a bush. Am I boring you? You falling asleep? You're all watching the girls and having a nap. Can't quite see where Casserole's got to though. take the camera around the other side of the bush there, but I know that with this app, the signal strength doesn't work with this app on the other side of the bush. See you, Gravy. There you are. Bring the snacks over for them. Can you reach that, Gravy?
Hang on, I got my bit of cardboard.